Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome all of you for today's session. We will start with little prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय श्री श्री गौरनिताई की जय श्री 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 जगन्नाथ बलराम सुभद्रा मैया की जय जगत गुरु पतिता पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय Thank you so much everyone for joining today's session. Welcome all of you for chapter 11 Bhagavad Gita session. So let us recap chapter 10 for a few minutes and then get started with chapter 11. Anybody would like to recap?
I can try, Mataji.
Sure, Mataji, go ahead.
So for chapter 10, the acronym is HEAR, HEAR. H for hearing, E is the essence of Gita, A is acceptance, and R is reveal. In here, especially hearing from the right source is important, and the process of developing firm faith. It comes from the true understanding of the six opulences of Krishna, and that Krishna is in everything. There are a few attributes of faith: a faith in the existence of Krishna, a faith in the relevance of Krishna, that he is the sustainer, faith in the benevolence of Krishna, that is, he has mercy on all of us, and faith in the intelligence of Krishna, that his plans and decisions is wiser than the ones we make. Also, both the good and the bad qualities are all also created by Krishna, and the one who knows him as unborn and that he is the beginning is the one who will be free from all sins. To understand Krishna and his teachings, we need his blessings. It is also our good fortune that we have come in contact with Bhagavad Gita, and we are associating with devotees with whom we can talk about and learn about the Gita. For essence, so the essence is in the shlokas 10.8 to 10.11. 10.8 talks about the result of knowing Krishna's opulence, that he is the source of the spiritual and of both the spiritual and the material world. And the one who knows this will surely engage in devotional service. 10.9 talks about what is pure devotion. Pure devotion is thoughts dwelling in Krishna, life surrendered to Krishna, and have bliss and satisfaction in talking about Krishna. 10.10 talks about to whom Krishna gives the intelligence to attain Vaikuntham. He gives the intelligence to those who are constantly devoted to him and worship him with love. To them, he says in 10.10 that the understanding will come to them. In 10.11, he talks about how to come out of ignorance. And Krishna says that Krishna will remove our confusion and shine the light of true knowledge on us. There are also 3 O's that we talked about. Only goal is Krishna, only sincere and devotional service, only perform work for Krishna's love. A is acceptance. So here Arjuna asked several questions, not out of doubt, but out of a feeling of being able to not only enlighten himself, but also all of us who can get enlightened from this. So he asked Krishna to describe his opulence and how should one think about him and how should one know him. What leads to the transformation of our heart and mind is also spoken about in 10.12, and how to make Krishna as the center of our life. We should all follow Arjuna's path, that is basically accept that all that is told is the truth. And bhakti is both joyful and truthful, and hence the hearing about the stories and everything related to bhakti is never tiring. The other, so then we come to R, which is revealed. How can we see him? It is not possible for us to understand his full grandeur unless we purify our senses. Krishna resides in our heart. By practicing bhakti, we can realize that Krishna resides in our heart. And everything beautiful, opulent, and powerful comes from Krishna. And then he talks about all the representations of how various examples are there. For in among the sages, he is Prabhu. Among the vibrations, he is Om, and so on. I think that was the last part.
Hari Bol Mataji. Very excellently summarized. Thank you so much. We will get started with I don't think I need to recap any more because you have given very wonderful recap of chapter 10. So we'll get started with chapter 11. In chapter 11, Arjuna is requesting whatever he has heard from Krishna is requesting that to be shown as universal form. So Arjuna requests and Krishna shows the universal form, and Arjuna offers prayers to Krishna. And you all can hear me well, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Then Arjuna offers prayers to Krishna, and after that, he's also overwhelmed with the universal form, and he requests Krishna to come back to a two-armed Shyamasundara form. So that is about the universal form, the chapter 11. And we'll also see the verses. The request is from 11.1 to 11.4, and universal form description, universal form is 11.5 to 11.34, and prayers of Arjuna goes from 35 to 45, and Krishna's two-armed Shamsundara form description is from 46 to 55 verses. So this is our chapter 11 overview, and we will get started with what Arjuna is requesting. Here Arjuna is saying, Krishna, you have told me everything, who you are, how you are present in everyone, how you are the source of everything. It is all very deep and philosophical, but now I want to see what you have told so far. So Arjuna is saying, एवमेतद् यथात्तत्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम. Anybody wants to read the translation?
Shall I, Mataji? Rajan?
Yeah, go ahead, Prabhuji.
Thank you. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. So Krishna, so Arjuna is asking, you have told me everything. Now I want to see that form. So imagine Arjuna is like a top student in a class who just heard a brilliant lecture from Krishna. He's like, Krishna, your explanation was wonderful, but now I want to see the visual demo. I understand the theory, but I want to see the trailer of the full cosmic movie. So according to our acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, Arjuna's request is not out of doubt. So Arjuna is not doubtful and he's asking, okay, show me the proof. You show me the universal form. You show me what you mentioned is true by visually showing me. So it's not Arjuna's mood. So it is not Arjuna's mood because Arjuna is already a devotee and he is a fully surrendered soul. But he asked this for the benefit of others like us who would hear this who would hear this Bhagavad Gita at the later stage of after being spoken several years, like it is been 5,000 years that Gita was spoken, and now we are discussing about Gita, and people like us may doubt. Okay, Arjuna might have convinced, but I am not convinced because he never shown that form. So for that reason, Arjuna is asking Krishna to show the universal form to benefit us. And after hearing about this, Arjuna has seen the form of universal form of Krishna. We might think that okay, Krishna is really a god. So for that reason, Arjuna asked this question to Krishna, not out of his doubt, because he's already a devotee. So Krishna fulfills Arjuna's request not to show off, but to deepen our understanding through Arjuna. So that is how we need to understand when Arjuna asked Krishna to show the Vishwarupa form. So think of it like this: you have a friend who always say, "I'm a great singer," and he has been telling that I'm a great singer. You finally say, "Okay, you've been telling it, but." Now sing a song and then I will decide if you are a singer or not. The same way Arjuna is asking Krishna, you say you're in everything, everywhere, then show me that grand cosmic form. But our friends may or may not be able to sing that well. But Krishna, whatever he has spoken, he's completely delivering. He is completely showing what he has told in VFX level, Dolby surround level, etc. Right? Whatever he has told so far is showing more than what he has told. So Arjuna is not doubting, is what we need to understand here. He's deepening his relationship with Krishna by asking this question, and he's also deepening our understanding about Krishna. Whoever will be reading and hearing Bhagavad Gita in future, Arjuna is keeping all of that in mind and asking Krishna to show the universal form. And what is the state of Arjuna's mind? So Arjuna, in the end of first chapter, in the beginning of the second chapter, he was completely confused. He was kind of overwhelmed with compassion, and he has developed bodily symptoms, and he is in a deep dilemma whether to fight, not to fight, and he's completely overwhelmed. He is not sure of what to do, and he's seeing all the relatives. He's seeing misery everywhere. Even if he fights, he sees misery. If he doesn't fight, he sees misery. So in that confusion state, till this 11th chapter, from second chapter, Arjuna's state of mind was completely confused. And in 11th chapter, if you see Arjuna, he has more clarity now. So before 11th chapter until 10th chapter, Krishna has explained all the knowledge to Arjuna from second chapter till 10th chapter. Arjuna was in confusion before Krishna started speaking about the knowledge, and Arjuna was confused whether to fight, not to fight. Krishna, he has surrendered to Krishna. He has accepted Krishna as his guru, and he asked Krishna, "Please decide for me. I am stressed. I don't know what to do. What is good for me? You decide and tell me. I am approaching you as a disciple, as a student. You are my guru. You tell me what to do." After hearing all of this, in divine instructions from Krishna, now Arjuna is kind of all illusion is over. He says, "I get it now. You are not just my friend. You are the supreme Lord." It's like when you suddenly realize your best friend is also the CEO of the universe, right? Then you will not have any doubts. The same way, Arjuna has no more doubts, no more anxiety. The fog is cleared, and illusion is also over for Arjuna. And he also has accepted Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Arjuna has no fully accepted. Krishna, you are the Paramatma, the Supreme Controller, and you're not just my charioteer, you are the charioteer of the entire universe. So before this, Arjuna had love for Krishna as a friend, as a relative. Now he has realization of the knowledge given by Krishna. Like when a child finally realizes their fun-loving dad is also a decorated army officer, right? He might be fun-loving at home, but once he grows a little bit, the son grows a little bit, he understands that he is not only fun-loving at home, he's also an army officer outside as a profession. So that way, Arjuna also realized about Krishna and completely satisfied. After hearing Krishna's explanation, Arjuna is not hungry for more logic or more arguments. He is not asking for more because Krishna has mentioned everything clearly to Arjuna. There is no other confusion, there is no other logical questions or any arguments that Arjuna has to ask for Krishna because everything is clear for him. He's fully satisfied. He's completely spiritually satisfied, not materially, spiritually satisfied. Like after a big prasadam feast, right? You don't ask for more food because you're fully satisfied. Your tummy is full, and the satisfaction is also there. You just sit back with a smile and say, "Oh, this was perfect. I don't need anything." Even somebody offers you anything, also you will not be able to pick it up because you're completely satisfied. That kind of satisfaction Arjuna has now. And now that Arjuna is clear headed, and now he will not demand, okay, now you told me something, you show me that proof. He's not asking. He's asking, if you think I am qualified, please show me your universal form. So that was the question, request Arjuna has now. It's like a devotee asking the deity with folded hands, if it pleases you, my lord, please bless me with your darshan. That is bhakti, right? There is no ego, only humility is there. This is also a humble request from Arjuna to Krishna. So we often go from confusion to clarity through devotional association, and the words instructed by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna shows us the roadmap, right? He had a doubt, and with knowledge he has this understanding, and with this understanding he has surrendered to Krishna. And after surrendering is nothing but he is entering into the path of devotion, complete surrender, complete devotion. So next time when we are mentally stressed, like Arjuna in chapter 1. So remember, Arjuna in chapter 1 is completely stressed, and Arjuna in chapter 11 is completely clear of any there is no doubt about anything for Arjuna now, and he knows what to do next, and he knows who is God and what is the relationship between the jiva and the God, etc. Right? Everything he understood. So next time when we are mentally stressed, what we have to do? We have to think about Arjuna in the first chapter, and what did he do to clear off all his stress? We need to surrender to Krishna. We need to keep Krishna in the center of everything we do. We need to make our activities, material activities, spiritualized, and take it to spiritual path, take it to bhakti, is what we need to do. So next we will move on to the universal form. From 11.5 to 11.34, universal form is being described. This is a big reveal moment for Arjuna, which is kind of a blockbuster cosmic trailer that Krishna is showing his Vishwarupa to Arjuna. Let's break it down. Krishna's mercy to see the universal form. Krishna doesn't just say, "Look at me." He says, "I will give you divine eyes so that you can handle this darshan, Vishwarupa darshan." It's like saying it is not 3D, 4D kind. You need divine vision. It is 100x just to see me. So you need divine vision, not just 3D glasses or 4D glasses. Only by Krishna's causeless mercy can anyone see his universal form, not by any tools like telescope, microscope, or horoscope, any scope, right? No, nothing will work. It's only Krishna's causeless mercy which makes anybody see his universal form. And now that Krishna is giving Arjuna the divine eyes, divine chakshu, to see his universal
Divya
form.
Drishti. Mataji,
Divya
Divya Drishti, na?
Hmm.
Divya Drishti. Yeah.
Divya Drishti, yeah. So Sanjay's description of the universal form. He is narrating all this to blind King Dhritarashtra. So you remember in the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, it starts with Dhritarashtra's inquiry to Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavah Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. That was the inquiry from Dhritarashtra to Sanjaya because he is blind. He cannot go to the battlefield. He was inquiring Sanjaya because Sanjaya was given a vision by Vyasadeva so that he can envision anything from the comfort of his palace. So he is able to see and he's explaining what's going on in the battlefield to Dhritarashtra. So he's now explaining about the Vishwarupa. He's telling Dhritarashtra, "Oh king, you won't believe what I am seeing. There are millions of suns, unlimited faces, unlimited arms, unlimited legs, unlimited stomachs, unlimited weapons. So I am not able to describe." He's running out of words. He's describing like a multiverse explosion. So Sanjaya is describing the universal form to Dhritarashtra. And Arjuna is also describing the universal form. Arjuna, after seeing the universal form, is stunned. He's like, "Wow, Krishna, you're so majestic. I'm blessed to see this universal form." But soon he is also overwhelmed because everybody from Kaurava's side and some of them from Pandava's side are also going into the mouth of Krishna. And he's also scared. We will discuss more. Why is he scared? It is like going on a roller coaster ride, right? Thinking it is fun. And halfway through, we start shouting, "Stop the ride, I want to get down," kind, right? I think most of you might have had this experience. This shows even the bravest warrior like Arjuna can't digest Krishna's cosmic universal form because it is fearful also. That is one of the reasons Arjuna asks Krishna to come back to his two-handed Shamsundara form. And Krishna's instructions to Arjuna. So Krishna then explains this form we are seeing now, not even the demigods are not able to see. Only my devotees can see. And then, like a loving parent, after showing a superhero form to a child, he reassures Arjuna with instructions on how to move forward also. So he says, "Don't be afraid. In this form, I am called as time. Everyone is already destined to be destroyed." So Krishna is the creator, maintainer, and also the destroyer. And as soon as Draupadi is insulted, Krishna has killed everybody. He's just asking Arjuna to be an instrument to take that credit of killing them. Krishna has already killed them, so that has been shown in the universal form also. And now that the key point here is Arjuna is not the doer, Krishna is the doer. This is also one thing that we have already discussed. This is also a lesson for us. So what? Don't think that we are the hero of our story. We are just part of Krishna's bigger plan. So anything that we do brilliantly well, anything that we do excellently, presenting or doing something which is extraordinary, think that it is Krishna's bigger plan and we are being an instrument of Krishna's plan. So the takeaway is Vishwarupa is not for show off. Krishna didn't show the universal form just to impress Arjuna. He showed it to make him, basically to make all of us realize how small we are and how great Krishna is, how great the God truly is. That we need to understand. And we will move on and see. So can someone read the translation here? Krishna's description of universal form.
O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. The universal form, the universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in the future. Everything moving and non-moving is here, completely in one place. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So Krishna is saying, whatever you want to see, past, present, future, moving or non-moving, kings, sages, demigods, even wars, everything is here inside me. So no need for Google telescope, time machine, astrology, everything not required. Everything is shown as a universal form. So think of this like a Netflix mega universe series, right? Action, drama, history, mythology, whatnot, right? Future predictions all in one screen. And Krishna is showing everything like that in one form. So imagine Krishna is saying, you want past lives, see here. You want future events, see here. And you want family tree of every living being, you can also see here. And bonus is multiple heads, infinite arms, everything you can see at one place. So this verse shows us that Krishna is not limited. He's not just standing in front of Arjuna in a human like form. He contains the entire creation within himself, and that entire creation is being shown to Arjuna. So, Srila Prabhupada also explains that Krishna is the complete source of all manifestations. Uh, but only by his mercy, he reveals his cosmic form to Arjuna, not to impress, but to educate. That we need to remember. And Arjuna also not asking out of doubt, that we've discussed, that we need to remember. So the key takeaway is Krishna is the source of all existence, and seeing him as he is requires divine vision. Curiosity is not just enough, and you don't need to travel the world or time. Just turn to Krishna. That would be sufficient to know everything. Everything is within Krishna. So now we'll see Krishna's mercy to see universal form, which is being explained from 11.5 to 11.8. This is the moment where Krishna is like, okay, Arjuna, gear up, I am going to show you my Vishwarupa. But remember, you can't see it with your regular 2020 eyes. You need that Divya Chakshu to witness it, that divine vision. Then I'll show you that, I'll give you that divine vision to envision the universal form. And what is that he will be able to see with that divine vision? So there are two things that he'll be able to see: manifested and unmanifested. Manifested is everything you can see, unmanifested is everything you cannot see. Like manifested, what's visible to us, right? People, planets, stars, wars, emotions, anything of that kind is manifested. We can see them with our eyes. Unmanifested is all the hidden stuff, like souls we cannot see, future events we cannot see, past karmas also we cannot see. So all of them are unmanifested. So everything you can see, everything you cannot see, manifested and unmanifested, you will be able to see. It's like opening a cosmic X-ray with the virtual reality and time travel, everything together, right? All together, you can see is what Krishna says. And how you can see, it can be seen only by Krishna's mercy. This is the main highlight. Arjuna doesn't earn this vision by doing yoga or austerity, penance, or with intelligence, or with mundane scholarship, anything of that kind, right? So he gets it only by Krishna's mercy. Krishna is like a divine internet service provider, for example. So no matter how good your device is, you still need his password, right? So his password is his mercy, or our bhakti can also be a password. To access this cosmic Wi-Fi, you need to have that password, which can be Krishna's mercy, or it should be your bhakti. So according to Srila Prabhupada, also Krishna doesn't reveal himself to the proud, and curiosity is not just enough if you are proud, and speculation is not enough. You need to have bhakti. You need to surrender to Krishna. You need to be a devotee of Krishna. Then only you'll be able to envision this. So Krishna is everything within and beyond. This is what we need to learn from here. And we may want to see God or prove that God exists, right? But Krishna says, don't try to catch me with your eyes. Try to serve me with devotion and with your open heart, with love. You serve me, then Krishna will reveal himself. Uh, like not with this universal form, but normal knowledge and normal form, you will be able to see Krishna. So for that, you need to have a devotion. So in summary, the universal form includes everything, visible and non-visible, invisible. It can only be seen by Krishna's mercy, not by material, mundane qualifications. And spiritual progress comes by bhakti only. That is something that we can understand from this. So now we will see Sanjaya's description to Dhritarashtra. Sanjay is describing universal form from 11.9 to 11.14 to Dhritarashtra. He's saying, Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapaduttita Yadi Bhasadrishi Sa Syad Bhashastasya Mahatmanaha. Someone would like to read the translation?
May I,
Hundreds
Mataji?
of, sorry.
Oh, anybody? Yeah, you can proceed, ma'am. If someone is ready, okay, I'll go.
No, Lata Mataji, please continue.
Okay. Of hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. So it is given in 11.12. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. So this slide highlights a powerful moment when Sanjay describes what Arjuna saw after Krishna gave him that Divya Drishti to see the Vishwarupa, the universal form. And he says hundreds and thousands of suns rose in the sky at once. That dazzling brightness might be similar to the brilliance of Krishna's universal form. So now imagine this: we complain when we step outside at noon and say it's very hot, too bright, etc. Right? Now imagine thousands of suns showing up at once. No sunscreen can save you. So that's how glorious the Vishwarupa was, not just visually, but spiritually also overwhelming. So on the right hand side, we see Sanjaya narrating this scene to Dhritarashtra. He was blind, and it's interesting, right? The one without eyes is hearing this incredible cosmic vision, while the one with eyes, Arjuna, needed special vision to see it. Is it not interesting? This shows the spiritual vision is not about eyes, but about Krishna's mercy. Even a blind man can understand Krishna's glories when the heart is open. So now you might get this question. If Arjuna needed divine eyes to see Krishna's universal form, then how could Dhritarashtra, who was blind and he was also on the wrong side, how did he get to hear about it? Isn't it unfair? Did you get that question?
Yes.
Because Sanjaya is explaining like the anything, Mataji. So
Yes,
he'll catch
Mataji.
up and Manasikanga. He can
Mm,
Manasikanga. Yes.
yeah, because Sanjaya is a devotee. So
Yeah.
even though Dhritarashtra was physically blind and he's also spiritually weak, physically blind, spiritually weak. These are the qualities of Dhritarashtra. He still got the chance to hear about Krishna's universal form because he was hearing from a pure devotee, Sanjaya. That is the catch here. So Krishna gives chance even to those on the wrong side also. Dhritarashtra was siding Adharma because Duryodhana is following Adharma and he's supporting Duryodhana. But Krishna still gave him a chance to change through Sanjaya's narration. One final chance to change and ask Duryodhana to stop the war. If Dhritarashtra wanted, he would have asked Duryodhana to stop the war because he did not do it because he did not utilize the opportunity of the mercy given by Krishna. So Krishna never forces anyone to surrender, but he gives everyone a fair chance. Even Ravanasura got the chance to surrender when Lord Rama sent Hanuman to Lanka. And even Shishupala was given warning several times. And similarly, Dhritarashtra was being given final chance to wake up spiritually. Even Duryodhana he was given several opportunities not to go for a war, but he did not utilize all of them. So that is something we need to understand. And hearing Krishna's glories from a devotee like Sanjaya is a great blessing. So Sanjaya was not an ordinary narrator. He was speaking with the blessing of Vyasadeva. Because he got the blessing of Vyasadeva, he was able to envision and explain it to Dhritarashtra. Even though Dhritarashtra was disqualified in many ways, the association of a pure devotee. So see the power of association. Association of Sanjaya gave him the chance to hear something transcendental, something even the demigods long to see. Krishna says the same thing in the same chapter 11.52. He says even demigods long to see this universal form and they don't get to see. And because you are my devotee, I am showing this universal form to you. And at the same time, Dhritarashtra was able to hear about the description of universal form because this is another chance given to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra heard it, but he did not act on it. Just like many of us hear Bhagavad Gita, but continue our material life. We don't even take one step forward for spiritual life. I'm not talking about everybody, but whoever is able to come to hear Bhagavad Gita till that point, they are very fortunate. But if they are taking it forward, not taking it forward is up to them. Krishna is giving that opportunity. Unless we are humble and willing to surrender, even divine knowledge won't transform us. Transformation comes only when you accept and implement the knowledge of what you got from Bhagavad Gita or from devotees or from association, etc. Right? So this is something we need to think about. Everybody hears Bhagavad Gita, reads Bhagavad Gita, they won't be able to take to the spiritual path. It is something that we need to understand. And this is, so do not think that Dhritarashtra has wasted the opportunity. All of us are utilizing the opportunity or not is what we need to think about. So in conclusion, right, Arjuna needed divine eyes to see Vishwarupa. Dhritarashtra didn't see but got to hear from Sanjaya because of the mercy. And it was a chance given to Dhritarashtra to transform. And Krishna is so kind that he even gives his message to those who are siding with adharma also, because Krishna hopes that they might correct themselves. They might understand that they are going in a wrong way, and they might correct themselves by hearing this knowledge. But hearing must lead to surrender. It's not just hearing and like Dhritarashtra not acting upon it. Hearing should lead to surrender. Otherwise, it becomes wasted mercy. Krishna has given mercy to Dhritarashtra, but he wasted it. So in the same way, we get to hear Bhagavad Gita. If we don't take to the spiritual path, then the mercy given by Krishna is also wasted for us. So we need to understand that. Let's move on. Now that Arjuna is describing the universal form, after Krishna grants Arjuna Divyadrishti, Arjuna is completely overwhelmed by what he sees. He's seeing the Vishwarupa. This slide summarizes verses from 11.15 to 11.19. 11.15, it is like all living entities at one place. Arjuna sees everyone, all living entities, all gods, all sages, all humans, all animals, all demons inside Krishna's body in the form of Vishwarupa. Imagine opening Google Maps, zooming out to see the entire world, then realizing everything inside one map, right? The same way, every living entity is shown inside Krishna's body. Mind blowing, right? Arjuna realizes this is just not, Krishna is not just my charioteer, he's the Lord of all that exists in the material world. And Krishna is unlimited is described in 11.16. Arjuna tries to describe the form, but where to begin? He doesn't understand because he sees infinite faces, infinite arms, infinite legs, infinite hands, infinite stomachs, infinite eyes. And it's impossible to count or measure, and he's not able to see where is the beginning, where is the end, etc. It is very huge. It's like trying to count the number of waves in the ocean. Will not be able to count, right? He's trying to see where is the beginning, where is the end. He's not able to. So Krishna is Anantarupa. He has unlimited forms, but remains the same person. And 11.17 explained Krishna is like a blazing sun. So the form that he's showing is glowing with fire, and it is also glowing with radiance. And the radiation is unbearable. The brightness it's coming from, the effulgence coming from the Vishwarupa is unbearable. Arjuna doesn't need sunglasses, but he needs full surrender in order to protect or see that form, right? This is not it's very powerful and fierce also. The Vishwarupa that is shown to Arjuna is very so powerful, and it's also fearful as well. And in 11.18, he attempts to describe immeasurable. Arjuna tries to glorify Krishna. You are the original supreme person. You are beyond birth. You are the shelter of the entire universe. But deep down, he's falling short of words. He's trying to glorify Krishna, but he's falling short of words. Trying to describe Krishna is like trying to fit the ocean into a teacup. So many opulences, so many things that Krishna himself do not know about himself. What about Arjuna? He will not be definitely not able to explain or glorify him sufficiently. 11.19, Arjuna says, sun and moon are Krishna's eyes. So this is a poetic and powerful explanation Arjuna is giving. Krishna's universal form is so vast, and the sun and moon are looking like his eyes. So Krishna is the light of the world, right? When you feel no one is watching me, think again, Krishna is watching lovingly and constantly. So whatever we are doing, Krishna is definitely watching us. So with this, we should have some reflections like the real spiritual progress starts when we recognize Krishna as the center and align ourselves to serve him. Understanding that our constitutional position is to serve Krishna and aligning ourselves to serve Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is not a mythology book. It's a manual for our life. And Krishna's universal form is a divine wake up call for us. So Krishna is in this world everywhere, and he's watching us, and we need to surrender him. We need to have that wake up call for us. So Krishna's limitless form is explained here. Like we briefly discussed about no beginning, no end. But here in this shloka, it is clearly explained. Aneka bahudara vaktra netram pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam nantam na madhyam na punastavadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. Anyone like to read the translation?
O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. 11.16.
Thank you, Mataji. Arjuna is now completely overwhelmed seeing Krishna's Vishwarupa. So he looks everywhere and sees arms upon arms, eyes upon eyes, mouths and stomachs upon mouths and stomachs. No start point, no end point. It is just endless. So it is like zooming out from a photo, and instead of things getting smaller, they keep multiplying. Faces, limbs, light, power everywhere. So have you ever tried to count the stars in the sky? When we were little children, right? We used to do that, right?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, or the number of waves in the ocean. Sometimes we used to count when little children. So just when you think you are done, there is more and more. So when we think that okay, I have counted the first half of stars, and there will be a lot more to count. So that's how Arjuna felt, speechless and stunned. It was like trying to find the beginning of a circle, but he is not able to find. So Krishna is not limited by form like this. He can show a form that is infinite. Uh, so he might be in a two-handed Shamsundara form, but he can show a form that is infinite, yet remain fully personal and approachable. And the Vishwarupa is to help us realize, don't judge Krishna by his size as a human. He is the root of all creation. We need to understand that. So Srila Prabhupada also explains that although Krishna is sweet and simple as a cowherd boy in Vrindavan, he is also the Lord of infinite universes. So the takeaway is we often try to fit God into our limited understanding, but Krishna is saying, I am much bigger than your imagination. I'm everywhere. I'm everything. Surrender to me and see the truth. This verse is a gentle reminder for all of us. Don't try to measure Krishna. Just try to serve him with love. That's the real success. So 11.19 to 11.30, Arjuna describes about the Vishwarupa. So Arjuna is now seeing the terrifying aspect of Krishna's Vishwarupa, and it is also called as Kalarupa, the form of time, which devours everything, which destroys everything. It starts off as majestic, like Arjuna was feeling like it is majestic, it is Aishwarya Bhav, but quickly turns into frightening thing. When he sees the Kalarupa, then he will be overwhelmed, he will be frightened with that form. 11.19 talks about the blazing fire coming forth from the mouth of Krishna. Arjuna sees fire blasting from Krishna's mouth and also from the eyes. This represents destruction. Krishna is time who burns down everything at the right moment. Krishna creates, maintains for some time, and he destroys at the end, right? So Krishna is also called as time. Time destroys everything. That is being talked in 11.19. 11.20 spread throughout. The form is everywhere. Arjuna looks up, down, all directions, and it is just Krishna only. And he's very huge, radiant, inescapable. So no one can escape time, right? Not kings, not sages, not even heroes. Time is Krishna's energy that silently watches, and it does its work. And anybody who, however great they may be, however rich they may be, however good they may be, eventually they will have to be in the hands of time. They will have to destroy one day. 11.21 to 22, petitioned by demigods and sages. Even the devatas like Indra, Varuna, Chandra, And great sages are also offering prayers in fear. They are also frightened by seeing the Kala Rupa. Even the most powerful celestial beings who are coming from the heaven, right? They also know that Krishna is the God, and they know what are their positions, and they are offering prayers to Krishna. And 11.23 to 25, the rasa changes, right? At first Arjuna was excited and amazed of Krishna's universal form is incredible. Now he's trembling, his friendly feelings vanish, and he's so fearful now. Krishna, this is bit too much now. Can I have the two-armed smiling version back, please? That's a humble request again Arjuna puts forward to Krishna. So this shows the familiarity must not lead to forgetfulness. Even if we are close to Krishna, we should never forget his majesty and power. Uh, Krishna is not just when he's in Vrindavan, we might think he's just like a cowherd boy, but Krishna is beyond that. And Arjuna is able to see Bhishma, Drona, Karna rushing into the mouth of Krishna. 11.26 to 30, it is explained. Arjuna sees a terrifying vision, great warriors, his beloved grandfather, his elders, beloved teacher, friends being swallowed into Krishna's blazing mouths. Like moths rush into fire, right? The same way, all of them are rushing to the blazing mouth of Krishna. Krishna's form is literally eating the armies of both the sides, both the Pandavas army and also the Kauravas army. Because most of them from Pandavas side also died in the battle, right? So all of them are rushing towards the blazing mouth of Krishna. So Kala Rupa is Krishna as time, which demolishes everything. Time destroys everything, right? So the same way Kala Rupa is Krishna himself and in the form of time, and which demolishes everything, and it spares no one. Everybody has taken birth in the material world has to die one day. Srila Prabhupada also explains time is Krishna's agent. We may forget Krishna, but time never forgets us. So anybody who has taken birth has to be destroyed at some point in time. So the vision isn't to kind of scare us, it is to make us serious in our spiritual life. So we need to understand the purpose of life, we need to utilize our time efficiently, effectively, and reach the goal of life. So that should be the takeaway. It should not be like, okay, time is destroying everything. One day I will also be destroyed. Now I am scared. It should not be the vision. Our vision should be to make ourselves serious in our spiritual life. So don't take life or time for granted. Krishna controls the time. So connect with Krishna before time catches up with us. And most importantly, don't try to fight time. Surrender to one who controls it. So that is the key here. So what happens here? After seeing the terrifying Kalarupa, Arjuna is completely shaken. So he asks Krishna, who are you in this form? What is your purpose in showing this? So Krishna's reply, time I am, destroyer of the worlds. As these warriors will be destroyed even if you don't fight. Because as soon as he saw Adharma, he has killed everybody. So Arjuna, he's asking Arjuna, just be my instrument. Even if you fight now and take the credit, is up to you. Even if you don't fight, I've already killed them. If not you, somebody else. Anyway, they are killed. If you want to fight in the battle and be my instrument, it's fine. Otherwise, they anyway are killed. That is what he's showing in the form of time in the Vishwarupa. So Krishna is revealing a big secret here. He is time itself, and no one can stop time. So everybody, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, even Arjuna will perish in due course. Everybody, every one of us will perish in due course. Whether Arjuna chooses to fight or not, Krishna's plan will happen definitely, because Krishna have already killed them. That plan will anyway will execute. If Arjuna chooses to fight, he will get the credit, and if not, also Krishna's plan will definitely happen. So Krishna is saying the outcome is anyway fixed. I just want you to be the hero who helps me fulfill it. If not you, anyway, that is already done. There is no change in that fixed plan. And he's also saying, become my instrument. And imagine you are a flute, the music doesn't come from the flute, right? It comes from the player. Krishna wants Arjuna to be like that flute. It is the flute is hollow. Hollow means the humbleness that has to be shown, and it is clean and willing to give some music, right? So that's what Arjuna has to do now for Krishna. Okay, so that Krishna can play beautiful music through Arjuna. And a touch of humor plus relatable analogy is um, let's say your boss is asking you, the work will be done anyway, but if you do it, you will get the promotion, right? So we often hear it in our offices. If you do this work or do not do, somebody anyway will do it. If you do it, you will get promotion. If you don't do it, you will not get promotion. The same way Krishna is also telling Arjuna, that is anyway done. If you do and if you fight in the battle and take the credit, or it is anyway will be done by somebody, or it is anyway done by me. So we will not hesitate to do that, right? So that same way, Krishna is the ultimate manager. Is asking Arjuna, I've already written the script. You can just either sit in the audience or come on stage and shine like a star. Srila Prabhupada also explains that devotees don't act independently. They act as instruments of Krishna's will, like whether giving a class or cooking prasadam or sweeping the temple or doing any activities by keeping Krishna in the middle. It is done, if it is done for Krishna, we are acting as his instruments. So Krishna doesn't need us. For everything to be done, Krishna doesn't need us. Krishna doesn't need any instruments like us, but he allows us to serve him. That is his mercy. So Krishna is asking, therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies, and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. So they are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. So 11.33, Krishna is saying, Arjuna, be my instrument. Savyasachi is the word used by Krishna. It is like instrument in the fight, is known as Savyasachi. So Arjuna, Krishna is calling Arjuna as Savyasachi. uh, so anyway, death is happened by my arrangement. You, if you want to take the glory, you prepare to fight and conquer the enemies, and then you will also enjoy the kingdom. That's what Krishna says. And Arjuna is glorifying Krishna from 11.35 to 11.45. So after witnessing the universal form, Arjuna is overwhelmed. So no longer the confident warrior, and he became a humble servant, and he became more emotional, and he is also spiritually surrendering to Krishna. So he started glorifying Krishna from 11.35 to 38. Arjuna praises Krishna. You are the source of everything. You are greater than Brahma. You are the original cause of all the causes, and you are also the supreme shelter, and you are also the unchanging truth. So he glorifies Krishna in several ways. It is like realizing uh, the Krishna is a best friend, and he also realized that he is the supreme personality of the Godhead and is cause of all causes, etc. And when we realize Krishna's position, our natural response is glorification, right? The same way Arjuna is also glorifying Krishna, and he's glorifying. That is a real glorification, because he's praising Krishna with devotion. That's the reason why it is called as real glorification. And he also offers obeisances from 11.39 to 40. Arjuna starts bowing down and offers obeisances in all directions, because universal form is in all directions, right? It is everywhere. There's no beginning, there is no end. The universal form is all powerful, all pervading. So he's bowing down from the front, from the back, from the left, from the right, all directions. He's bowing down. 360-degree pranams he's doing. And Srila Prabhupada said, bowing down to the deity, the guru, or even to devotees is not ritual. It is a natural sign of respect and humility. So Arjuna now understands, and he's naturally bowing down, not naturally offering obeisances, not out of not like a ritual, right? It is spiritual. And he is also saying apologies. Verses 11.41 to 44. He says, Arjuna says, Krishna, I treated you like a friend. I joked with you. I called you by your name. I teased you in private and also in public places. Please forgive me. It is like realizing, suppose you have a roommate, you were in a hostel, and realizing your roommate is a king later on, and suddenly all the casual jokes feel awkward, right? Oh, I did tell him this, I did tell him that, and he's really a king and he's very rich, but I told him this word, that word, etc. And we say, remember that time I told you to pass the salt to me when we were eating, etc. We say sorry about that. So similarly, Arjuna is also asking apologies to Krishna. I joked with you. I have teased you in private and in public also. Forgive me for all of that. And at the end, Arjuna requests Krishna from 11.45 to 46. It's a heartfelt request. Arjuna asks, please show me your gentle two-handed Sham Sundara form again. I want to see you as my dear friend and guide, is what Arjuna asks. Why? Because the Vishwarupa was too intense for Arjuna. It was cosmic and it is also terrifying. Arjuna prefers the sweet personal form of Krishna. So devotees usually do not seek God's power, right? They seek His sweetness, His smile. He when he sings, when he plays flute, and when he's playful, etc. Devotees wants to see that form, not the fearful Vishwarupa. So real devotion comes with real humility. Arjuna went from the second chapter beginning, I will not fight, to the 11th chapter, I am yours, please forgive me, Krishna. So to that extent, Arjuna has come, the transformation has come for Arjuna. And he apologized to Krishna and he's requesting to take the two-handed Shamsundara form, human-like two-handed form, because it is most beautiful. He says Saumya Vapu, and it is all Sudurdarsham. Very difficult to see. The universal form is very difficult to see. So he is asking to come back, asking Krishna to come back to most beautiful human-like two-handed form. So the beauty of bhakti is seeing Krishna as he is. Anybody would like to read the translations for 11.51 and 11.54?
When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, O Janardana, seeing this human like form, so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind and I am restored to my original nature. 11.51. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. 11.54. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So Arjuna is saying, "Oh Janardana, now that I see you're beautiful," because Krishna has come back to the two-handed Shamsundara form. So Krishna is saying, "Oh Janardana, now that I see your beautiful human-like form again, I'm peaceful and back to normal." Otherwise, he was very overwhelmed and he's fearful, terrified, etc. So after seeing Krishna's universal form, Arjuna felt like that, and he requested him to come back to two-handed Shamsundara form. So after Krishna took up the Shamsundara form again, then he's relaxed. Then he says, "This is the Krishna I love, my dear friend, my dear charioteer, the one who stole butter, not the one who swallows the universe." So that was Arjuna's happiness after seeing the two-handed Shamsundara form. And 11.54, Krishna's secret revealed. So, dear Arjuna, only through pure, undivided devotional service can I be truly seen and understood in this form, is what Krishna says. Krishna, excuse me, Krishna is not revealed by mental power or, like we discussed, right? Not mundane scholarship or scientific analysis or yoga, austerities, penances, but he can only be understood and seen by bhakti, by loving devotional service with a sincere and pure heart. So not any PhDs or anything, only with love we will be able to conquer Krishna. Srila Prabhupada also emphasizes this again and again. Krishna is not for the proud people. He is for the simple-hearted devotees like gopis, like Arjuna, like Sudama, everybody, right? All the devotees. He doesn't hide behind clouds. He hides behind ego. So if we have ego, we will not be able to see Krishna. If we have bhakti, he will come forward and show his darshan. So takeaways, God's ultimate form is not the biggest, it is the sweetest. So universal form is material and Shamsundara form is spiritual. It is the eternal form. The key to seeing Krishna is only bhakti and not anything else. Bhakti isn't just the way, it is we serve Krishna to be with Krishna. So we will not be asking any rewards or any material benefits, etc. Right? If we want to see Krishna, don't look outside, look within. But how to look? With devotion. Look within with devotion, and he will stand before you with a flute in his hand, like a sweet Sham Sundarapan you're able to see on the screen, right? The same way. So, what's there for tomorrow? The connection is chapter 11 shows Krishna's majesty, Aishwarya, how Krishna is huge, how he is divine, how is he showing the universal form, etc. And chapter 12 shows Krishna's sweetness, Madhurya Rasa. Love, how Krishna is loving, approachable, and merciful. So Krishna tells Arjuna in chapter 12, if you really want to know me, love me, and come to me, the easiest and most effective way is through bhakti, pure loving devotion. That is 12th chapter that we are going to discuss tomorrow. So what is there in 12th chapter? So there are three topics in 12th chapter. 1 to 7, Godhead, and 8 to 12 we'll discuss the options, and 13 to 20, devotees disposition. This is what we have for tomorrow, and we will end this session. We will take questions towards the end, but we will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra all together. Unmute yourself, and we will chant one mantra together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, comments, please share.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hima Bindu Mataji. I think you
Yes,
went on
Mataji.
mute.
Yeah. Mataji, is there a difference between Krishna Loka, Goloka, and Vrindavanam?
So Vaikunta planets, like if you look at both material and spiritual, 1/4 of it is said to be material, and 3/4 is spiritual. In spiritual, there are several Vaikunta lokas. So one of it is Goloka Vrindavana, where Krishna stays with Radharani. And other planets are there. There are so many incarnations of Krishna, right? Varaha, Matsya, Kurma, Narsimha, Vamana. They are all eternally present in their Vaikunta planets. For every avatara there is a planet, and they're all together known as spiritual planets, Vaikunta planets. And the topmost is Goloka Vrindavana, where Krishna resides with Radharani and his personal associates.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Good question. If no other questions, we'll close the session. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.